I'm Kevin Coleman with the sign-up post at the sort of a staging area, the camping grounds for the Kenworth Parade in Chillicothe. And can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Tom Arnold. I'm the coordinator for Kenworth to invite the trucks for the Kenworth Truck Show and Parade every year. We do it Father's Day weekend every year here in Chillicothe, Ohio, and I just help get the trucks together for the invites for the show.
Are you local, or are you with the company up in Washington?
No, I'm not. I do not work for Kenworth. I just assist with them. A longtime friend of mine that retired from Kenworth for 43 years got me involved in helping Kenworth find trucks for the show every year. And I was pretty much lived about 15 miles from the plant for about 45 years of my life. But currently I live in south side of Indianapolis, Indiana.
All right.
Yeah.
So describe the event. This is the fourth year for the parade?
Yeah, this is the fourth year for their annual truck parade and a show at the plant for their Kenworth Employee Appreciation Day. And it's kind of become a tradition, for Kenworth every year. They do this every year now, and it kind of, lets people know that Kenworth is here, kind of show off the brand, and bring a bunch of good folks together that own these trucks to showcase, what they do with these trucks and in their, their career of trucking and what they do for their local communities with trucking in general. So it's a pretty cool event to get them all together with these trucks.
That's true. This has the air of a family reunion.
It does. It does. It's just a fun time. Great group of folks, and just enjoy the camaraderie with everyone. Yep.
So what are the trucks here where all the photos were taken from?
Yeah. If you can see behind me, I'll get out of your way. With the one you're kind of viewing now is the Kenworth W900. This is actually the Legacy Edition. Kenworth is going to be discontinuing the 900 probably mid to late next year. And this Legacy Edition, they're making 1,000 of them. It's kind of a tribute to the W900 brand. So this is the first one that they built of that series. It's number 1,000, and they'll count down to number 1 will be the very last W900, and that'll end the era of the W9.
So this is not quite state-of-the-art, but it's at the end of its production?
Yeah, this will be at the end of its production, yeah. So they wanted to give a tribute to the W9 to have this Legacy series as kind of to celebrate the W900 over the years. It was first built by Kenworth. They started that W900 series in 1963. And so it's been a staple of Kenworth for a long time.
1963 in this form?
Yeah, they had some different, they looked a little different obviously because they were older, but they had some different variations, but it was the 900 series basically.
The long hood, the long nose?
Yes, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Then what's the other green Kenworth
the next one, if you can see there, that's owned by Greg Kendall. It's a 1982 K100 Kenworth cab over. A beautiful restoration that Greg did, and he was graceful enough to share it with us for the weekend. Beautiful truck. I mean, it's just immaculate inside now. And this was truck probably Kenworth and Chillicothe probably started building these maybe late 70s, early 80s at their plant here.
And what year is this again?
This one here is, let me see, it's a 1982.
82.
Yep.
I would think more 70s or 60s with that flat front end.
Yep. These were very popular back in the day. As we got later on in years, getting into the late 80s, 90s, they were kind of built because of length restrictions, but the government states became a little more, giving in the lengths of the truck. So then the conventionals, you saw them more and more longer trailers and so forth. They kind of phased out the cab overs over time. So
makes sense. It's a whole complicated industry and a complicated history, I'm certain.
It is, yes.
All sorts of regulations and engineering
it affects
specifications.
Everything, yes. Yep, for sure. Yep.
All right. So the parade is tomorrow. It sounds like there's the group here is doing all sorts of things, and there's the lineup on Yaktangi Boulevard.
Yes. The parade will start on Yaktangi Boulevard at 8:45 p.m., so it's an evening parade, and we like to do it in the evening to showcase the light features of the trucks. We have a lot of the older trucks and the trucks that are kind of distinguished series throughout Kenworth go early while it's still daylight so the folks can get great pictures. And then as the night comes, we send these beautiful trucks that these guys have restored and modified and put all these lights on to give a great light display as they come through town. And it's pretty cool when you see all these trucks lit up. So
it seemed like there was a pre-parade last year when everyone came in on High Street and then pulled over onto Yaktangi Boulevard. where
Yep.
you could see the trucks come into town.
Right, sure, yeah. They we actually, I think some of the photographers even took some down the night before to get some shots downtown the night before the parade. But we staged on Yoctangi before the parade for about an hour or so, and everybody kind of comes down and looks at the trucks, and it's pretty cool, kind of like a little mini truck show before the parade. So it's pretty neat. Yeah.
So any other anything else you'd like to say?
No, that's it. Just want to say thank you to the Kenworth, obviously, first thing, but most importantly, the city of Chillicothe, because it's pretty cool to have semi trucks taking over their town for the night, and we're grateful to that, and especially for the folks that come out to watch the parade. We love the folks, and with the interaction with them and the trucks and the horns and all that, it's just pretty cool. So we're just grateful for all of them to come out to watch.
And 2 years ago was the 50th anniversary or 100th anniversary of Kenworth?
Yeah, it was the 100th anniversary, and then last year was the Kenworth Chillicothe's 50th anniversary that we celebrated. So we had a couple years of celebrating Kenworth and the manufacturing, the beginning of the company, and Chillicothe assembly plant. Yep.
So this year's just having fun.
Yep. And it seems like every year, even since the 100th parade, that it gets bigger and bigger every year, and it's just cool, the people that come out for it, and the camaraderie of the drivers even before the event here, and getting to make new contacts and see the trucks and all that. It's so cool. The community gets involved, Kenworth gets involved, the drivers, it's amazing. So it's a fun time.
Any thoughts about next year?
If it's going like it has been, it just gets bigger and better every year, and we're excited to come back and do it again. Like you said earlier, I think Kenworth, this has become a tradition, and I think not only the drivers and Kenworth, but even the folks look forward to this and expect it every year. So it's going to be exciting.
And how many trucks will be in this year's parade?
This year we have 51 trucks. They'll be in the parade this year. Yep.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you. Appreciate it.